What is it when they come back to watch us? What is that? How do I returning viewers happy to see you? No. What do you help me out here? What does it start with? What is
welcome?
Ooh. Welcome back to the myCast podcast, the podcast that is your all-access pass to the best casting conversations around. With your myCast podcast castings. Nico and Yannick.
Yeah, double myCast there. Welcome back.
Not a double negative, though.
Not a double
because this
negative.
is a positive thing for the world.
It is indeed. It is November now. That means we are not allowed to shave, which is my excuse for being too lazy to actually shave. But we'll gloss over that minor detail.
And also, if any of you have a Christmas tree up already, relax.
It's not Christmas yet.
Thanksgiving.
Take that thing down.
Thanksgiving was a week ago. Relax. All right?
Thanksgiving
Relax.
was not a week ago. Halloween was a week ago.
Oh. Okay, cut what I just said out. Halloween was a week ago. Relax. Relax.
Thanksgiving is coming up. You gotta wait until after Thanksgiving. Ideally, you should wait until December.
Mm-hmm. That's what we say.
Hot
But
take.
unfortunately, peppermint mochas are upon us.
That is true, but it means the pumpkin spice lattes are leaving, which is that's a good thing.
Is that a good thing?
Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I've
don't
never
drink
tried
Starbucks.
one, so
Overpriced.
I can't say.
Overpriced.
It is overpriced. We have that hot take, thankfully, and we also have more hot takes in this episode. Ooh, yeah, we do. But we want to start it off with some news from the movie industry. Mm-hmm. We talked last episode about a lack of creativity in Hollywood. That there's a lot of reboots, a lot of sequels, a lot of throwbacks. And this week, we get another one. If you're unfamiliar, there's a movie called The Mummy from 1999, which means it's even older than I am, which is really old. And
if you didn't notice, he's slowly turning to dust as we speak.
Thanos snapped his fingers and I've been deteriorating ever since, yeah. But that's neither here nor there. The Mummy, not the Tom Cruise version. There was a version before that. Tom Cruise was a later sort of, kind of sequel, but not really.
Yep.
This is the one that stars Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. I believe I said that correctly.
I believe you may have.
I hope so. Brendan Fraser is admittedly not a name I was very familiar with until I watched Journey to the Center of the Earth. Mm-hmm. Great-ish movie. I say ish because it features probably the worst CGI I have ever seen.
Well,
by far.
I don't know. Have you seen Sharknado? Sharknado has some bad CGI. That's a good idea for a list.
That is a good.
If you have any
next
suggestions
episode, I think we'll
for
have
next
to cover
episode
that.
as far as worst CGI ever in movies, leave them below because that might be a fun.
That would be an interesting episode. That's an idea for episode number 4. We'll get back to that. We'll discuss that episode 4. We'll see y'all again at that point.
Next week.
Next week
or be square.
Next week, every Friday, these shows are here for you. But yeah, this is a new movie. It's a continuation of the sequel to the original Mummy. There was the 1999, and then they had one in 2001 or 2002. There was a sequel, and this is a continuation of that. And it's going to be directed by Matt Bettinelli and Tyler Gillette. They are the directors of Scream.
The best a man can get. We are not sponsored.
We are not sponsored. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, definitely threw me off there. But yeah, not sponsored. If you want to reach out to sponsor the show, you're more than welcome to. Please do. But that's another topic. These two guys have directed Scream and Scream 6. I have to admit, I never watched either of those movies. I'm not much of a horror movie fan, as he knows. It was a funny story. We watched It, and then It 2.
It was It 2.
Was it 2 in theaters? And then we watched It before then, I guess. But we watched It 2 in theaters, and certain scenes, I took my friend's hat and covered my eyes because I literally could not handle it. In hindsight, I think I could watch that movie now and laugh through most of it.
Probably.
Hopefully.
Probably.
But in that moment, watching that movie, I could not handle it. I literally had to cover my eyes. So, yeah. Horror movies are not my thing, so therefore I have not watched Scream or Scream 6. But supposedly they've gone down quite well. These were successful reboots of the original Scream movies from way back when. So, potentially a very good movie coming our way soon.
Sounds like it's worth checking out.
Sounds like it will be worth checking out, albeit, of course, be a reboot rather than an original story, which we would like to see.
On another reboot, Godzilla is coming back for more.
Godzilla is coming back for more. It's been so many decades and he's still at it, still stomping through insert city here.
Yep. I'm hoping that someday, when finally there will be no more Godzilla movies, it is because we ran out of cities. And he can't return to another one.
Yeah. And at that point, we see him launched into space alongside the Fast and Furious guys to then invade another planet and start stomping on places there.
What a fantastic crossover.
That would be a crazy crossover.
And I would not put it past Fast and Furious to do that.
I wouldn't either. I love the rumors that always pop up. I don't know if they're rumors. They're probably mostly memes of like Fast and Furious joining forces with like Jurassic Park, Star Wars, you name it. Mm-hmm. I would love to see, just for the fun of it, an actual crossover between Fast and Furious, Godzilla, Star Wars, Marvel movies, all of it. Just like mash them all together, and that is then the peak finale of cinema, and then there's no movies after that.
Literally, this is my dream scene. Endgame, right? Captain America standing against the army. And then you have the Falcon on your left. And all of these portals start opening. And the first one is just Dom Toretto drifting through, opens the door as he's drifting out. The car keeps doing donuts and starts killing like Thanos' men over there, or Thanos' demons over there, the Chitauri army. And he goes, wait, I shouldn't stand for this. And he goes, I do it for family.
And throws Mjolnir.
And
sorry, Jonathan. Throws Jonathan.
That's my dream scene. I need Dom Toretto drifting out of a Doctor Strange portal.
Yeah.
And if we're going to throw in Star Wars flying through, and if we're throwing in Godzilla walking through, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
And then it needs to be directed by Christopher Nolan, because then it'll be live action everything.
Oh.
Great.
Or Michael Bay. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Michael Bay. Could you imagine if he and Christopher Nolan got together and made a movie?
That might be the most chaotic movie I've ever seen in my life. Because Michael Bay did a lot of CGI with Transformers.
That is true. He did a lot of CGI, but he loves his like practical explosions.
That's true.
He does love some
does
practical
Christopher
stuff.
Nolan.
Yeah.
Although you could
Oppenheimer
argue...
2 with Michael Bay.
Nice. Where they invent a new bomb.
Yeah, this is like a alternate reality version of Oppenheimer.
Let's go. That sounds amazing.
What if it was Barbenheimer, but for real?
Shut up. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, Godzilla is coming back. Yep. Godzilla Minus Zero will be directed again by Takashi Yamazaki. And we should expect this to be a pretty good movie because, and I did not know this before actually researching for this episode, Godzilla Minus One won an Oscar.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Do you know what for?
For the movie, presumably. It got it for Best Visual Effects.
I could believe that.
Which, for a Godzilla movie, I mean, you would hope so. And I mean, the past ones were also quite good in terms of the visual effects.
I would agree.
Unlike Journey to the Center of the Earth. Yeah.
That's easy.
Or the Sharknado movies. Those were not so good in visual effects.
That movie's a masterpiece.
No, it's not. Speaking of masterpieces, though, one could argue that Stranger Things is probably one of the best shows available on Netflix, and season 5 is coming later this month.
I'm very excited for that. Now, it has been a while since I've watched Stranger Things. One, because I do not own a Netflix account. So, my friends who have Netflix accounts, I'm coming to see you for the next month.
Yeah.
Or when it does finally drop.
Yeah, at the end of this month.
As far as the show goes, it is an incredible show.
It is an incredible show, yeah. It's been a long time since I've actually like binge watched the whole show, so I really need to go back and like watch through all of those. I guess this month, yeah, we can go like visit some friends and just like binge watch the entire show.
What a great idea. Not that I have anything else to do.
It's not like we have other things going on. Yeah, school predominantly. But yeah, as far as content goes for season 5, I'm not entirely sure what to expect. I have to admit. The only thing I do kind of expect is Vecna to still make an appearance and be a nuisance to our friends of 11 and the gang.
I could see that happening.
Yeah. Considering the ending of season 4 where he was expelled to the Upside Down, yeah, I would expect him to make a reappearance. And obviously I would expect, 11 to make a reappearance. Duh.
My prediction, I think Steve's going to die.
You think Steve's going to die? I've seen a lot of rumors for that. I can imagine it. I hope not.
I don't want him to, because I like his character, but I could see it happening.
Steve is cool. Like, that hair, incredible, deserves to be its own character.
Yep.
Yeah, and to kill off a character with that hair is frankly wrong.
It's rude.
It is quite rude. So, if he does die, I'm going to have to give the show like a 0-star rating.
Rotten Tomatoes, you know what to do.
Yeah, exactly. But aside from that, I don't really know what to expect.
Hey,
we'll see.
That means I'm very excited to see what the show brings.
Yeah, we are very excited for Stranger Things, and yeah, we'll let y'all know what we think of it when it does finally come out later this month. I think November 26th is when it releases.
Very cool.
Yeah, so having done the news, I guess we can segue into our final section for this episode. Would you like to take it away?
I would. However, I will not. I'm just kidding. All right, so
rude.
We are coming back with a nice little game show, just like we did in episode 1. Tonight's topic, we are going to rank, not a draft style, but we're going to rank instead, create some controversy, in 3 of the most popular spy series, which are James Bond, which we're going to look at specifically Daniel Craig, then Mission Impossible.
Yep.
We're doing Mission Impossible. And finally, the Jason Bourne series. So we're going to do this list collectively. We're going to make one list and see what you guys think. So in my opinion, spot 3 would go to probably the Bourne series. If I'm being realistic.
Yeah.
I did recently just watch.
I was
the Bourne
scared.
series.
I thought you were gonna say Mission Impossible because I know that you like the Jason Bourne series.
I really like.
And I was
the
about to
Jason
say,
Bourne series.
I don't agree with that.
I really like the Jason Bourne series. The reason why I'm going to put them 3 is because I think I'm having recency bias because I just watched them.
Yeah.
And they were really good. But if I compare them to the other movies, yeah, probably got to go bottom. So number 3, we're going to agree on Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we come to that conclusion. Jason Bourne are the 3. Which means now we have to debate 1 and 2. Because I don't know if you have a different answer than me.
We'll see.
What is your number 1?
My number 1 will have to be James Bond. Yeah. It will have to be James Bond.
I don't know if it's because I haven't seen it in so long. But my vote would be Mission Impossible. I prefer, maybe not the last movies, the ones that recently came out, are good.
Yeah.
But if I'm looking at the series as a whole, the first couple of movies were way better. Like, I think up until the last two were still amazing. Like, I still liked them.
Yeah.
But in comparison to the first, like, 6 Mission Impossibles, like, those are by far the best, in my opinion.
The first 6, I will generally agree with you on that. The first one is, you have to look at it kind of like it's an old movie, so there's a little bit of about it. The third one, I have to admit, I don't care for that much. I don't know what it is with me and not caring about, like, the second or third movies in a series. It generally seems to be a trend. The third one...
He loves the second Kung Fu Panda.
That is true, but that is also, like, objectively the best Kung Fu Panda.
In my opinion, it is too.
Yeah.
Anyways,
there's no debate
We could debate about that a different day.
That is a topic for another episode. But yeah, in terms of Mission Impossible, I don't care much for the third installment.
I think
the second one was good. The fourth one was really good. The fifth one, that one was also really good. Fallout was probably my favorite out of all. And then the most recent 2, Death Reckoning and Final Reckoning, are good, but I don't care about those 2 as much either.
Me neither.
I think they're a little bit too over the top.
I think so,
which
too.
I think a lot of people have said kind of publicly, is that it's a little bit too crazy.
Yeah.
Still good movies, still enjoyable. Good way to spend a Friday night, Sunday evening, whatever. But I think it's been a little bit of those 2. So yeah, I have to say that Mission Impossible would be my second, which naturally puts James Bond at number 1.
So my two would be James Bond, and I would put Mission Impossible 1. But I fear that because I haven't seen James Bond in so long, that potentially I have a little bit of bias, because the most recent thing I've watched in terms of those 2 series is Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
So, because you have watched James Bond more recently than me, I will let you conclude the top 2 in whatever order you want. Because I think you have a better... I can agree with your statement. I'm not mad at any order of the 3, personally, because also I watched the Bourne series very recently. But recency bias is definitely a thing, and I'm going to let you finish this list.
I have to put James Bond as number 1. I think that has been through and through the best movie series probably ever.
And I think generally as a ranking, people would agree with that.
Yeah.
James Bond 1, Mission Impossible 2, Jason Bourne 3.
Yeah.
I would probably say that's a good list.
I think that's a fair ranking.
Yeah.
If you have other opinions, please do comment those below. We would love to see what you have to say.
Hey, and if you have any castings for James Bond in the future, because we know that's a hot topic, make sure to go to myCast and get involved.
Yeah. Join us on myCast. It is the one-stop shop for all of your mycasting needs. You can learn a lot about the movie industry, particularly what actors have played what roles and what movies are potentially coming out soon, because we obviously get to talk about that. And our episodes are live on the myCast webpage as well. So yeah, get involved. If you're not involved, you can create an account for free and join us on myCast and learn all the good stuff about the movie industry. And yeah.
That's it.
Goodbye.
See you next week.